Hello, hello, hello.
Hi guys,
Who are you?
I'm Jay.
That's Jasmine. I'm Kenny, and we
This
are
is
Jay
Jay
Carter,
Carter.
Film and TV. This is our very first video. I know it's been a minute. I've been going for a minute now. I'm back at the jumper. All right, no. Here's our kitchen chronicles. No, it's not our kitchen.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're going to review Proud Mary. It just came out today. Just as a heads up, spoiler alert, we are going to be talking about some things that went on in the movie. So if you're like one of those people that's like, you might want to see the movie and then watch this video, okay?
Disclaimer, we're going to keep it 100% true.
Yeah, even though Taraji is from the DMV area and I love her and of some great people in the movie, we are definitely going to keep it 1,000% accurate, okay? First of all, I'm going to start with my rating, okay? Like, if I was rating it from a 1 to 10, for me, it would be a 7. What about you?
Okay, mine would be an 8.
She's being kind.
No.
Okay,
I'm being
why is
truthful.
it? Okay, you go first. Why is it an 8?
All right, so I personally loved the movie. I thought
Even though you didn't think it was a 10.
I thought the acting was phenomenal. The little boy in the movie was great.
Yeah.
Are you having snacks?
Yes, I am.
I thought that Taraji Henson did so well with acting. Like, none of it seemed like corny to me, acting wise. So yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so it just was so believable to me. And at one point, he's hating. One point in the movie, I was like, "Hey, she lit!" Like, I loved it. And I'm trying to think about any part of it that I didn't like. It was one part that I found funny that I don't think was supposed to be funny.
We both felt funny.
Yeah,
Was that the part
when the little boy was like, "She's coming back for me. She's coming back for me." We just thought that was hilarious.
Go ahead. Because why? It was what? Unbelievable. But anyway, go ahead.
Because he was just
It was very random. Okay, I'm gonna give my reason why why it's a 7 for me, and then we're gonna talk about kind of the movie, so you'll get why it's a 7. For me, the reasons why I thought it was a 7 was because it was certain things in it I thought were unbelievable, like the shooting sequences. Like, okay, she got shot twice in the movie. Okay. Both times were like not like fatal shots. Like, it was this one shot, it was a flesh wound. This other shot, she got shot in her arms or got shot in the arm. And to me, it was just like, you got a building full of people and you only get shot once per, like, scene or whatever. I don't know. And then on top of that, the wig that she was wearing in the movie was very distracting. I didn't like that. And then there was this part, like, well, when you see the movie, you'll find out why her and the little boy are connected. It was just like, I don't know. To me, like, I don't know. It just felt like why would he just forgive her for that? Or why would that just be so simple? Or, you know what I mean?
Because apparently he was a jerk to him.
Who was a jerk to?
The dad was a jerk to the
No, and I got that, but still, you don't want if this is your only parent. I don't know. It was just weird. And then there was some unresolved issues with, like, storyline, like the whole part where he says the mother just left and she forgot, she took everything except for him, or whatever he said. I don't know. It was just certain parts that I just felt like, okay, I thought they were going to explain. I wanted Proud Mary or the boy to, like, have some type of near death, like serious death type of experience that they didn't have, in my opinion. I felt like once you see the movie, once certain things happen towards the end, it was just like, ooh, I'm free, and then we drive off into the sunset with rainbows and gumdrops, like,
and a little bit of blood dripping. I feel like Kaya and T.S. Madison. Next caller.
That's funny. That's how they have it set up in there. But yeah. But anyway, so I don't know. It was certain things that I was simple. Certain things that I didn't like. Okay, but before we go into what the movie was about, we have to tell you guys, our movie experience was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we
okay?
got to go to the premiere.
Oh my God, we went to this premiere. It was freaking amazing in Marietta. All right, it was like the red carpet, like the backdrop. It was crazy, and we're gonna post those pictures on our Instagram. And well, I have Facebook because I'm 27, but
30.
she likes to play. But anyway, that's my industry age.
30, yeah, sure.
Anyway, we're looking at, or at least for me, I'm trying to look at this movie as a film student now. And it was certain things as far as story that I was expecting that I didn't get. Like, I was expecting kind of a neo blaxploitation type of vibe, like a Shaft, a female Shaft type, or Foxy Brown, whatever. I didn't get that. Like, even the whole thing about the wig thing, like it was like they hinted at it, but they didn't do it. What I do think they could do, because Jasmine was like, "Oh, this is definitely going to be a sequel. It's definitely going to be a part 2," and I think they could do a prequel and it would be bomb because it would explain a lot of stuff. Like, okay, like there's a part where she says, the person she works for, he's not gonna let me go. I wish they would have really showed exactly what that was like. And she's like, I don't know. I just felt like it was some stuff that they didn't tell you about, or didn't talk about, or didn't show that I wanted to see. And there was certain other things that I feel like could have been cut out altogether.
Like
This white guy with this wavy hair. I feel like
the reddish hair.
I feel like his character didn't need to be there. I didn't get his character at all. Even the fact, this is another thing that wasn't put into the movie that much. There's kind of like two families at war. There's like this Italian white family, whatever, and then the black family they're like paid killers or drug dealers, whatever. Hitmen, whatever. They didn't explain the relationships there because they was like, "Oh, this is my territory." So I'm assuming it was drug dealers because if it says territory.
Because remember the little boy with the coke, the kilo of coke,
or whatever. So, like that should have been kind of explained a little more in depth. On a lighter note, I thought it was very interesting that they had what's his name?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover and Suge Avery back at it again. So if you didn't know, that's definitely something to look forward to. I feel like it's interesting. We were just talking about, I haven't seen Danny Glover in a bad role since The Color Purple, and he had Suge Avery again. I thought that was hilarious.
So this is my stance on the wig.
Yeah, cause
I thought that they got the hair right, and this is why. Because sometimes when you watch a movie, the person be like
flawless.
Yeah, even like so they can get like it'll be like a shooting scene, and they land in the bed with hair well done. That's not real.
Right.
But I feel like when she was going out, when she was leaving the house, she did her makeup and all that. She looked really nice. But if you notice the scene when she got shot, when she was in the bathroom, it was like matted. And then when she came to get the little boy, it also was messed up. It didn't look like picture perfect. And I liked how they...
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you could clearly see the glue and you could see the lace on the top. It's something that could have literally been cut down in just the editing process. And I know we say editing, like we're editing this all perfect. Nah, trust me. But if I had the big budget bucks, some stuff for me, just certain production things could have been a little more cleaner. And on top of that, to me, it was like they was trying to shoot it in a very Quentin Tarantino Pulp Fiction style, but it wasn't executed the same way. Like, it was very, very, well, I ain't gonna say very, very short, but I wanted a lot more. I was like, wait, that's it? Like, what the hell? Like, that's it? Like, I don't know. It just, it left a lot to the imagination. In my
All right,
opinion.
so this is a part that I feel. I was a little taken back by the fact that she, like, was so moved by this kid. Because when you're a hitman, it's like...
supposed to be emotionless.
Yeah, you just do what you gotta do. So the fact that she like, well, I guess I shouldn't tell you why she's connected to this kid, but
we're gonna talk about it. So
yeah, and the fact that she's like connected to this kid, it's just like, well, you do this for a living, you just kill people. So I don't know.
And on top of that, the thing that the guy, I don't know all these people's names, so I'm just gonna reference them from their most popular work. Like there's the dude from How to Get Away with Murder. How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, and at least side piece.
Yeah, the dude, the cop from How to Get Away with Murder. He's in there and he plays Tom. Right? I'm like, y'all could have named these people. They got a black girl named Mary and a brother named Tom. Come on now. But anywho.
What you wanted, a Bonquita?
I mean, I'm just saying. Lord soul.
Hey, I know a lot of black Marys in the Catholic Church.
I was about to say, are they African? Because they probably changed their name. No shade to the Africans. Yeah. But anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, he said something to the fact like, oh, you're not the mothering type. So to me, that almost alluded to the fact that because they used to date, maybe they had a baby together and she got rid of it, or she was pregnant or something, because they used to date and it didn't say why they broke up. And it also didn't say how they got together, because if I'm not mistaken, she was raised by his father. So they was raised like siblings.
Well, yeah, at one point she said that was her ex-boyfriend, but then they're more like brothers and sisters now.
No, but how the father found her was his father raised her. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like they started off as siblings, but then they realized they wasn't blood. They boom boom my mom, and then they. It
was a very Bobby Christina situation.
And then they just
rest in peace. But
said this not working.
I don't know. To me, it was just a lot of things that I was like, okay, what about this? And I thought it was going to be answered at the end, especially when he died. Because, yes, I gave that away. He does die in the movie. I don't think in real life. I think he's still kicking. But anywho.
I hope so.
For Annalise's sake, right? But anywho, no, I just felt like it left a lot of stuff unresolved. And it would be perfect for a prequel. I know Taraji P. Henson is the executive producer of this film, so that means she has a lot to, I'm here for, the sisters making their money. But it left a lot, in my opinion, to the imagination. Like, I felt like it would be room for more,
So acting-wise, your take?
Oh, acting-wise, thought the little boy was spectacular. Mm-hmm. Danny Glover is Danny Glover. So whatever he does, I just believe it. I never question it, which is what it is. Who else? The guy who played Tom. I'll tell you like this, okay? With acting. An acting coach friend of mine, Mark McKinnon. Mark McKinnon Studios. Anyway, he said something that I thought was very, very interesting. He said people who are trying to pursue acting, they always say, I don't want to be typecast. I don't want to be typecast. He says, no, you should find what your type is and work that. He said the last part of that word typecast is cast. You have a job. I think that is the same thing with the guy Tom. I think he plays somebody with a gun, whether it's a cop or a drug dealer. That's our computer. Rude. Whether it's a drug dealer, cop, whatever. I think that's his lane, and I think he knows how to milk that. To me, a great actor is somebody who can play anything and anybody, and you just wow. Or that you can when another great actor is with you when y'all working the scene together, it's no one overshining another. Like they both make each other great. Like Viola Davis, to me, that goes without saying. That's a dumb moment. Taraji Henson, I'll tell you one thing. I do think she's a great actress. This role, when I first watched it, especially with the wig thing and the way it was curled, I was like, okay, is she going to be a cookie type? She wasn't. It made me forget everything about anything she ever did. I believe the character. Yeah, so I agree. There goes that. Yeah. But she's a fantastic professional actress who can do TV, movies, and apparently executive produce. So, it goes without saying. Everybody knows that. The reason why I gave it a 7 out of 10 is because it was a lot of things that I felt like little small things could have been improved upon. Like things in production, like certain things that could have just been taken out altogether. But overall, the movie was decent. It was a good movie to see. Like, would you see it again?
I would, yeah. I wouldn't pay for it again, but if somebody take me.
Then she ain't right.
No, I'm saying it was good.
She ain't right.
I like the movie.
Excuse me. Like is a strong word. Let me say this about it, since now we're going to be apparently criticizing movies and all that other stuff. I am very much like this. If the movie is way, way, way too hyped, I'm very scared to see it because I don't want to be disappointed. And I know it's a movie where life will go on, but if the movie's like, oh my God, you gotta see it and it's doing super, super well, I tend to take my time to see it because my expectation is here and I don't want to see it and be like,
disappointed.
You know, the whole movie, and then like, I knew this movie wasn't all that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, not saying that the movie isn't good, but I just haven't seen it yet. Girls Trip. Haven't seen it yet.
For example, that's how I feel about Black Panther.
Oh, I cannot wait to see that movie.
It's overly hyped.
I don't care. I cannot wait to see that movie. You have no idea what that means for a kid who loves comics and is black and like, oh my God. And then on top, I mean, you have Angela Bassett, you have Lupita, you have the other black people, Michael B. Jordan. And what's the main character name? Which
I don't know.
I forget the main actor's name, but he plays like everybody. He's been James Brown, he's been Jackie Robinson. He's now Black Panther. He was Thurgood Marshall. That dude. Chad Bose.
Maybe Chad B. To save you
We call him Chatty B, okay? But anyway, that's pretty much my take on it. I'll give you a synopsis of the movie since we said we was going to do that. All right, basically, in the beginning, ProudMary, she comes in and she's like, you know, a killer or whatever. She's hired hitman. She kills this black guy. And then as she's, you know, looking through his apartment or whatever, she notices this little boy. He's playing on a video game. He has his headphones on, so she can't. He doesn't see or hear her, you know, dealing with that or whatever. So then a year passes. This boy who's now pretty much living on the street. He is basically a runner for like a drug dealer or whatever.
I didn't know you knew about runners. Go ahead now.
I've seen New Jack City.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yo, hold on, time out. Part-time. I said part-time. You know what I mean, time out. I used to watch New Jack City all the time when I was a kid. And the crazy part is, it used to scare me. It used to literally have me having nightmares. Like somebody was going to bust in my house and be like, because I don't know why I connected it, but the name of the apartment building in New Jack City was the Carter. And I just felt like, oh, that could happen to us. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, that was really slow.
That explains a lot.
Hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so the boy in ProudMary was a runner for this drug dealer or whatever. But apparently the drug dealer like didn't really feed him or was beating up on the boy, all this other stuff. So the drug dealer like, you know, beat the boy up and said, don't steal from me or whatever. The little runner boy gets robbed by this homeless man or whatever, or not robbed, but what do you want to say?
I would say robbed.
Robbed,
yeah.
Whatever. So then he chased the homeless man, shoots some fires in there, some gunshots in there, bow.
A warning shot, as they call it these days.
Warning shots. So the homeless man drops the bag. Little boy faints because he's, I don't know.
Well, remember the guy hit him on his head before.
He hit him on his head or something. He had a concussion. He was concussed. But anyway, it ain't stopping him from getting that money, though. I just find it interesting he got concussed after he got his bag back. Yeah. Protect the bag. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Secure the bag
Okay? But anyway, so ProudMary, basically, I guess, and this is another thing they didn't really explain. Like, they said it, but they didn't really go into depth with. I wanted more details. She apparently kind of was always like following him some sort of way or something because remember she killed his father, so she felt bad about this or whatever. So anyway, she finds the little boy in the middle of the street, feeds him, you know, let him sleep, you know, get him stuff together, and then when he wakes up in her apartment, she tells him like, like I know what you do, I know who you work for, etc., etc., etc. And then she sees that he's beat up, and she's like, oh, that man ain't gonna never beat you up again. She goes to the man's office, who he works for, kills the man, and kills everybody in the office. Not because, like, oh, I'm just gonna kill you.
He was talking crazy.
He was talking crazy.
And you know, we don't play that.
Disrespecting her, okay? And Cookie came out. No. But anyway, Cookie wasn't in this movie. But anyway, so he was disrespecting her. She shoots the whole gang up or whatever, right?
And then she realizes at that moment, she effed up.
She messed up.
Yeah.
Because that guy, I guess his family is like kind of connected with the people she worked with. Mm-hmm. So now they're trying to figure out who did this because they don't want to get blamed for it or whatever. She's still has the kid with her. What happened?
She's pretty much hiding the kid in her apartment.
Yeah, hiding the kid in her apartment. But of course, the kid ends up getting found out, and I ain't even gonna get into how he get found out, but he does get found out. And then, pretty much the boyfriend Tom, who works with ProudMary
/ brother, the boyfriend
/ brother, wink wink, basically finds out that this is the kid that she was supposed to. She killed the father. She was supposed to kill everybody in the apartment, but she said, "Of course, I don't do kids. Hell no." So, what happened?
So he finds out, and then he pretty much tells her he's not gonna say anything. But then what do he do? What do these jerks do?
You know,
angry black man because he wouldn't get back with her. So he goes and he tells about the boy.
Yeah, he tells about the boy to the father, and then ProudMary says to the boy, like, look, he's never gonna let me go. Don't trust this guy, etc., etc., etc. Little boy goes to the boss.
Because we're not talking about like a sweet little innocent kid. We talking about your
he went through some stuff.
You ever seen the video? I just want to do some hood rich stuff with my friends.
But I don't think he was like that. No, you got to realize. And the one thing I think they did do a good job on, I will say this, on his storyline, because he says, he was living with his parents, and I guess his mother left him, left the father too. And then the father died.
He went to the grandmother's house. The grandmother died.
She died. Then he was in the foster care system. He was like, forget that. I know they crazy. I can raise myself better than that. And then he ends up living on the street and meeting the guy who he ended up working for. So anyway,
but very street smart, because remember he stuck up the guy in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he ain't no.
You know, I will say this.
Rough.
You know what? I will say this about the movie too that I wish they would have done. I wish they would have done. I saw this movie in Baltimore. Like, I think it would have been a little more realistic because the Boston streets that the movie takes place in, it's very, very clean, and I just felt like okay.
Well, it look clean.
Huh?
What it did look clean.
What do you mean?
The Boston streets, like the way that when they filmed it. But you're saying like because Baltimore's known to be a little disgraceful and distasteful.
No disrespect to Baltimore, but I felt like it needed a little bit of grit for it to be believable, because those families that were at war and it was hitmen or whatever, now that's different. They have gotten to that point and all that other stuff, and drug money, et cetera, et cetera. But this little boy, and even though the person he worked for didn't live in the best place or whatever, but it was just like, I don't know, I needed a little more of The Wire versus, and a little less of like, I don't know, another movie that's like clean. I don't know. Like Italian Job. You feel me?
I understand.
Even with the shooting things, like, I don't know, it was some stuff in it that I was just like, ugh. Like, I had to really suspend my disbelief a lot. And it shouldn't have been there. It wasn't magic in this movie. Like, it shouldn't have been that deep. Even the part where, there's a part where she goes to rescue this boy. Yeah, because we got off the subject of what the movie. You're going to have to watch the rest of the movie to kind of get it, because that's what it is. But anyway, there's a part where she goes to rescue the boy, right? Let's not think he was hard-headed as I don't know what in this movie. But she goes to rescue this little boy, and they shoot up, like, all the, like, drug dealers or whatever. They shoot up her car. And if you seen Set It Off, when they shot out Cleo car, she was dead to the tub, okay? Like Whitney, okay? But somehow ProudMary just ducked and was still alive.
Yeah, and I'm thinking
I was like, what the?
I'm thinking that
Cleo should have still been alive.
It's a bulletproof car, and I feel like I wish that they would have mentioned something like that to the boy in a scene, so we could have been like more believable. But then I'm thinking about that.
It was like they tried to do like 007, but she was a higher hit person. Like, come on, like, I don't know.
But outside of that part, the killing and all that, it looked very real to me.
I disagree. Even like now, I will say this about the movie too. That's why I say it reminded me of Pulp Fiction a little bit. There was so many point blank like headshots, like it was ridiculous. Like it was points where I was like, dang, like I mean, she just like
she was vicious.
She was like, this one guy was like, she was like, hey, where is, I'm gonna just say Andre, and then he spits at her. She's like, wrong answer, bam, and shoots him in the head, and like I'm like, dang, like wow. And then she was a higher hitman, so that makes sense. But I'm just saying, prepare yourself for that. It's not gruesome, but I just wasn't expecting that. Not for me, but
yeah, but I like those parts. But there was one part in the movie where it made me almost cry. I remember when
I don't.
they was in the apartment and they
No.
had that intense scene. I almost cried. And
What part?
I don't cry. Well, you'll see it when you watch it.
No, what part? Cause
Remember when they had the intense scene and they was yelling at each other and they hugged each other at the end?
Yeah, real
Yeah.
believable.
It was.
I hate you!
I like that movie.
Come on. I just felt like...
So you sitting here trying to play the movie like it was trash.
Oh, I'm not. It was not trash. The movie was a 7 out of 10. Overall, it was great. I will say this. The script probably was great. The execution of the script, the visuals could have been a lot better.
And I'll say that the acting was phenomenal.
Acting was phenomenal. But the whole, all that other stuff, the wardrobe, all of that, could have been a lot better. Let me not say the wardrobe. I don't mean the wardrobe. I mean, like, the execution of it. Like, some of the, like, the place that it took place. It shouldn't have been in Boston. It should not, even if it wasn't in Boston, even if it was in L.A. or New York or...
Chi-Town.
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like it would have went somewhere that it wasn't trying to go. But I don't know where it was trying to go. Were they primarily hitmen or were they primarily drug dealers? What was the main, you know... Because if you think about it, the black family never really dealt with, like, drugs and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, they were they was in this warehouse, but you don't know what they exported or imported. You don't know. That's pretty much it. It was just a lot of little things that I feel like they could have said or mentioned or showed that they didn't. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I can say that is because this isn't like an independent film. This isn't like the first movie type of thing. This is a big budget movie, so some stuff they should have put more money into for me.
But she had this refrigerator in the movie. It was lit.
Oh, yeah. My cousin has that refrigerator. But anyway, yeah, the refrigerator was dope. It was, you know, the one with the app or whatever. I mean, it's really cool. But that's pretty much it. Any parting remarks?
That's our review.
Yeah.
And we will be doing a lot of these. We should have did All the Money in the World, but it already passed. But we want to do I, Tonya.
Yeah, we got to do that. We have
Gabrielle
to do...
Union has a new movie coming out.
Oh, my God.
Breaking In.
You have to see... If you have not seen the trailer for this Gabrielle Union movie, you must see the movie. The only problem with that, I will say, is it's made by the people who made Obsessed. And another movie that we didn't like. I forget the other one, but it does look good. The trailer looks amazing. Mm-hmm. Like, really, really good. And she looked like... She's like, okay... you know, hit the gym, or she looked like she one of those, an action type of movie. Okay, and it's basically, I'll tell you what it was about. It's basically about this girl, she goes back, her father died or something, she goes back to her father's house with her kids, and she's wondering why it's crazy, like Fort Knox in the house is like a mega mansion, and then these people come and pretty much try to kidnap her. It kind of
reminds me of Panic Room.
Yeah, very Panic Room-esque, but with black people in it. And I'm here for movies that have black people in it, that are not a usual storyline.
Yeah.
You know, nothing wrong with, you know, our family movies and the movies that we're accustomed to, but
switch it up a little bit, guys.
Yeah, and I just feel like when you put black people in a different scenario, our response may be a little different than Becky's, okay? Shout out to Becky, but with the good hair. But anywho.
So that's our review.
That's it. Any parting remarks?
No. I like the movie a lot. She was bad. Inspiration in case I get a little crazy in these streets. And that's all
I don't want nobody messing with me in these streets. Sing, children. That's about it. My parting remarks are basically the story probably was really, really great, and I want more, which is good.
I hope they make a part 2.
I hope they make a prequel. I hope they make a part 1. Because this clearly was part 2. And that's about it. I don't know how to end this thing.
Alright guys, so Jay, and you say Carter, you say sign it out.
Let's try it again. Go.
Alright guys, Jay. Alright, I'm out.
Bye.